All right, second try. We actually got sound on this time. Sweet. Welcome, everybody, to the first installment video episode, whatever you want to call it, of Nerds of the Northland. My name is Joe, and that's my buddy Jacob over there.
My name's Jacob.
We've known each other since preschool. We're from suburbs outside of Duluth, Minnesota, a little town called Hermantown.
Go Hermantown Hawks!
Or something like that. Yeah, we decided to start this little thing here, and this first episode is just going to be, we're going to ask each other a few questions so you guys can get to know us a little bit. Kind of getting used to talking in front of the camera and more naturally, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's what we're going to do here. We're going to start out with the first question. I'll turn it over to Jacob. I guess he can talk about himself, too.
Well, speaking of natural, we're not in a professional studio. We're doing this as we would, just hanging out, and we're kind of hanging out with you guys, and we know each other very well. We know each other since we're in preschool or whatever, long time ago, or first grade or whatever. I can't remember when we met, but it was a long time ago, and we want to tell you about us. So we're gonna do a question and answer type thing for this first episode, and then on the second episode, which we will record tonight, that'll be the first normal one with RPG franchises. But for this first episode, we're gonna do some kind of basic questions to, again, get to know us a little bit. So, Joe, we haven't connected in a few years. We've never stopped. We've always been friends, but we kind of went different paths. What have you been up to now?
Well, it's been an interesting few years. I guess I kind of want to be careful what I'm saying on YouTube here. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on the guidelines, but one of the biggest things I quit doing was drinking alcohol and smoking methamphetamine. So that's probably a good thing. I had some issues there for a while after my divorce. But I don't know, I didn't really go to treatment or anything. I just kind of decided to stop. Got to the end of it. Thought it wasn't a good idea anymore. Doing a lot of work getting healthy. Lots of therapy, I guess. And I finally took steps to get myself my first wheelchair to have around if I need it. I had muscular dystrophy, which I'm sure we'll talk about sometime, or it's pretty obvious. And I got, I've been doing medical stuff, trying to get healthy. Got my blood pressure right, lost weight, stopped eating sugar. Really, I'm just kind of working on being healthy now.
Right on.
And that's one reason why I decided to do this. I've been streaming too. I just got a new PC set up and everything, and I've been playing games. And that's one of the biggest things. I'm on disability, so I have a lot of free time. So I play a lot of long drawn out RPGs and stuff. It's what I've been doing, spending a lot of my free time doing. I do have my daughters. I have a 12-year-old, soon to be 13, and a 6-year-old, which I have them most weekends. So I'm hanging out with them on the weekends, but for the most part, I'm just kind of sitting around. Yeah, that's what I've been up to. Nothing super exciting.
Maybe it would be natural for me to answer the number one.
Yeah. What have you been up to, man?
So my father died in 2017, September 13th. It's been 8 years this last week, and I want to say that because he inspired me to go for my dreams. So basically, I went to Full Sail University. I'm living at my grandparents' old house where my dad and uncles and aunts all grew up in a part of Duluth, and I'm destined. I'm gonna buy the house eventually. I'm there, going through college, getting good grades, doing my thing with game design. And I'm about to get my own company, CosmoRetro Studios. I'm also a manager at Dragon Havens, but now I'm going to becoming an advisor for it. So basically, full-time studio, college, and I'm also on Twitch as CosmoRetro, playing my favorite games. And life's been better. I still have an addiction to Mountain Dew. And you know what? I thought it was cool to connect with him again, do all this. And not only that, but hang out, but then do this on the side too. So yeah, things been going good, and I'm hoping that my first game does well in like 3 weeks. So Joe, what games are you playing offline and on stream now that you started streaming?
Well, offline, every once in a while, I actually just fell into it again. Every once in a while, I'll just pick up Minecraft and play it until I hate it. So I'm kind of in that right now, but I'm also playing Fallout New Vegas. Well, that's not offline. I'm streaming Fallout New Vegas. I'm only playing it on stream.
That's fun to watch.
I'm playing. It's a game called Stranded Alien Earth, I think it's called.
By the way, his stream name is Mosier 89.
Yes. Stranded Alien Dawn, which is a really interesting game for PC, where it's like population management, I guess. And I'm always also playing a lot of retro games. Like I think I have a playthrough. I started in Kingdom Hearts 1 on my PS2, which I have I have a lot of modded systems. Skies of Arcadia is another game I'm in the middle of. I can't play one game, so I'm in the middle of like 30 games. But I'd say yeah. But I really am trying to get out. I actually want to buy a capture card and stream the original Kingdom Hearts on my modded HDMI PS2. But that'll be in the future maybe. Maybe we'll talk more about that some other time. But what games have you been playing lately, man?
Yeah. Well, on Twitch when I can, I speed run on a mediocre level. Super Metroid, Mega Man X, a lot of Super Nintendo games, and Mario right there. Mario. Mario 3 on NES. But offline, I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4, and I like you. I like playing a lot of games too, even though I have a lot of things going on. But the thing is, I'm excited for Red Dead Redemption 2.
Great game.
Great game. So yeah, I mean, and then there's, on 3DS sometimes I restarted Dragon Quest 8.
Yeah, I actually recently just picked up the Dragon Quest series. That was another game I forgot about. I have Dragon Quest 10. I have Dragon Quest 10 on the Switch, and I'll play it eventually. I got this PC in the middle of it now. I can't. All my consoles are just sad in the corner.
And also Secret of Mana. I want to do a first time playthrough soon. But anyway, what kind of music do you like to listen to now? And is there any differences to back then?
I don't know. Really, my musical whatever. What I choose to listen to is almost the same as high school. Like Linkin Park, Motion City Soundtrack, Breaking Benjamin, Shinedown. I love Shinedown.
You can tell what era we're
Shinedown's new music, the 365 on their new album is one of the best songs ever written. Just kicks my ass every time I listen to it, but it's so great. Cloud Call was something that was a huge part of my life. I was really into Cloud Call, but I had a really messy divorce. Just say that, blame whoever you want. My life was kind of traumatically just changed suddenly a few years ago. And during that time, I don't know, I still kind of, maybe someday I'll go back to them. Cloud Call, they're a local Minnesota band. They're probably my favorite thing ever. But I don't know, my heart's just not in it anymore. But maybe someday. But that's really the only thing that's changed. I don't listen to Cloud Call anymore. Almost everything else I listen to, like I'll go from like newer music to I'll just go back to like the same stuff I was listening to in high school. Which is kind of cool because my daughter's 12 and she just discovered Linkin Park. So now she's super into Linkin Park. So we listen to that together all the time. And I like the new stuff, but I like the older stuff
too. Does she know who Nirvana is? And Beatles? Like big bands of classic rock?
Probably not.
That's a shame. Because when I was her age, I loved Nirvana. And I guess that's leading to this. I like the Beatles. I like some jazz and fusion. I've been away from metal a little bit nowadays, but I still love metal. A lot of go figure. I love a lot of video game music. It's some of the best. I mean, for really, some of the best music is from video games.
Yeah, Nobuo has done some shit, man.
Right, and Nobuo is one. And yeah, so I listened to Linkin Park too, and I guess I'll say Trivium. I'll say a little bit of Data Remember, but I've been away from them recently.
Trivium, were they the ones that played at the Olympics?
I don't know.
Who was the death metal band that played at the Olympics?
I don't know. Trivium's thrash metal from I don't know actually.
It was like a Scandinavian death metal band they played. And it was amazing. It was
when you say that, I think the one we talked about earlier.
Yeah. I think you're talking all this.
But anyways, so yeah, we have pretty much a lot of music in common, and games, and we like to play and listen to a lot, and it's just good times, And what I'm getting from these first three questions between us, just a little interlude, is that we're both doing better in life, and we're reconnecting, and we still have goals. It's not like we're doing better. No, we're progressing, and we have goals, and we're getting even more better. So with our goals individually. So I guess question 4 is going to. What do you like to watch on YouTube in your downtime? And are there any favorite creators / comedians / musicians?
I'm actually a big I'm a fan of a lot of gun tubers, but that's why I'm actually a subscriber to Pepperbox TV. I'd recommend it. They got the unsub guys, Brandon Herrera and Habitual Line Crosser, and they're all great. I think Nico Ortiz has started doing some stuff with them, but a lot of video game stuff. I love Linus Tech Tips. is a pretty big YouTuber. The Y-Files, Mr. Ballin.
The Y-Files he just got me into. Mr. Ballin, every episode. Sorry, I had to cut. Mr. Ballin is the best.
And I can't include all the podcasts because the list would never end. But the biggest podcasts I always watch on video are Bad Friends and Legion of Skanks. And Legion of Skanks are hard to watch on YouTube because they're so edited. It's kind of better to watch them through their app. But I don't want to pay for stuff, so.
And it's still funny. I mean, Legion of Skanks, they're just funny comedians.
But yeah, basically like comedy, tech. That's pretty much what I watch on YouTube. And like weird facts. Like Fat Electrician's great. He does a lot of really cool videos. Like he's the one that taught me that Trader Joe's is the #1 grocery store in America, followed by Aldi, I think, and they're owned by the same people.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Not Walmart?
No. Well, Walmart's not strictly grocery. But yeah, okay, I'm getting sidetracked. But yeah, those are the answers, I guess.
Yeah, well, I guess I watch, well, to relate to him, I do watch Legion of Kings, but not as long as he has. I've been into like a year. Some Kill Tony, but my favorite so far, Story Wars. It's just funny. Yeah, you watch Story Wars.
Yeah, I forgot about Story Wars.
It's just cool. It's just fun to try to think about who did what. And
Kill Tony is an obvious one, but I usually listen to that.
It's not always the best, but I do watch it every time because there's some parts I do like, and Rob Schneider's awesome. There's always reasons to watch it, but
well, the video part is like, wow, there's another disabled person getting a golden ticket.
Yep, that's kind of a weird, like a kind of an of course type thing.
Well, yeah, I'm just fucking around though. I love Tony, and everyone screws at them for that. So,
but ending on a good note, it is nice. He gives a platform for comedians.
Well, I mean, like Fiona Colley is one of my favorite comedians. So
yeah, but other than that, I watched a lot of go figure video game stuff again. Within some, I watch CJU games. I watch when I get time. Manly Badass Hero. It's hilarious. He usually plays horror games. Funny guy. And you know what? I guess there's so many things I do. I can't think of it right now. But yeah, game development type stuff that relates to college because of what I'm studying. But other than that, YouTube's awesome, but I try not to watch it too much, even though I get addicted sometimes where I watch it for 2 hours, go, okay, then 3 hours, but I gotta stop watching it.
Yeah, it's basically replaced TV for me. I keep like, I need to watch more of this show, and then I never watch. I just stick on YouTube all day.
Right. This is gonna be kind of a shorter first episode, but we will end this with the final question. What topics do you want to talk about in this new podcast that we're starting up right now?
All right, well, I feel like we both kind of have a lot of the same ideas. For the most part, we want to talk about video games, probably mostly RPGs, JRPGs to be specific. There are some more American RPGs, like, I mean, Fallout's a good example.
Secret of Evermore.
Oh yeah, I guess that is more Western, isn't
it? Yep, the Western made it. Yep.
But yeah, basically video games. I mean, and a lot of things, and I try to avoid politics, but things going on in the world, non-political things going on in the world, let's say.
Well, when things come up that we know we can talk about together, and I will say this for anyone that's wondering, we're moderates. Just to put it out there, we're not trying to say that's our title, nothing like that, because it could be either side if it's good for humanity, whatever. So we have our opinions, but the thing is, just it's not a left or right type thing. We just like humans, and we just like games, and it's more like that. And if we ever do talk about stuff like that, it won't be like crazy. It'll be maybe it'll be like, I'm sure most people will agree with the type.
Well, that also goes to say political arguments in the comments are going to be deleted, so you're wasting your time. So don't do that.
Yeah, and we'll leave the comments open. So yeah, he made a good point. We're not going to be one of those videos that just no, you can't comment. It's like, no, we're going to allow you to comment, but if you say some crappy, stupid stuff that you can't, it takes one brain cell to say, then it's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, just not worth it.
Yeah, yep. But anyway, but having said that, that's only going to be like maybe 5%. It's going to be mainly other games, and a lot of games, and a lot of games, and a lot of games, because it's my life, my world. It's pretty much his life, his world too, as far as like what he does and what we do together, and that's why we're doing this for you guys. We have a lot in common, and we want you to be involved. I also have a Twitch, CosmoRetro. He has a Twitch, JMosier89. Follow. You don't have to subscribe. It's free. Follow, please. And that's our first video. We did it.
All right. Yeah, sweet. That was shorter than expected. But I guess, I don't know.
15 minutes,
Yeah.
We're getting used to it.
We do ramble a lot. So thank you very much. Hopefully not hopefully, there will be more to come.
Yep, we're about to record a second one in a little bit, and it's going to be probably half hour, probably more, longer, because we're talking about games. But we wanted this intro video to not be like an hour long, even though we do yak a lot. But 15 minutes is good for the intro. You guys like it? I hope you guys like it.